Before watching the following tips, ponder for a moment in what ways you can avoid plagiarism. It is essential in writing to create your own ideas, compose your own words, and submit your own work. This can be difficult at times when the need arises to complete research and submit sources to validate one's ideas. Here are a few ideas to avoid plagiarism. First, never use two words together from an original source. For instance, in our story from Helen Keller in a previous video, it was used at dinner. It was read to the assembled family who were surprised that I could write so well. Someone asked me if I had read it in a book. To avoid plagiarizing her words, it should be rewritten without using two words in combination from the original work, such as, during mealtime, Helen read her story to her family. They didn't realize she could write so well and were a bit shocked. She was even asked if she had read it somewhere else. Now, this is paraphrased directly, and the source would still need to be cited. This is due to the fact that despite the words being original, the idea is not original to the writer. Learn to paraphrase. As seen, paraphrasing can be very tricky. Be sure to keep the number one rule of paraphrasing in mind. Never use two words together from the original source. Be sure to seek help from instructors, parents, and teachers. Teachers are always willing to help when asked. Generally, educators will give the benefit of the doubt when they find plagiarism for the first time. But you have a question prior to submitting an assignment, be sure to ask. Use an outline. Writing an outline can help in avoiding plagiarism as it aids in not copying or using someone else's ideas. Make sure that you know who you are quoting and what they said. Is your thing really original? Recall that if it sounds familiar, it probably is. You've heard it somewhere else. This is a situation which is solved with greater ease than in the time of Helen Keller. Why? Because individuals have a great access to information through the internet. Whenever you think something you're writing sounds familiar, search the internet for the exact phrase. Let's look at Helen Keller's quote from her book. At dinner, it was read to the assembled family who were surprised that I could write so well. We copy and phrase this exact phrase into the search engine. In searching for it using Google, the following response appears. Now, the Google results demonstrate the exact phrase came from Helen Keller's book, The Story of My Life. Are you still not sure? Cite the source then. You usually cannot go wrong by citing a source. You may get a note from an instructor which says that you don't need to cite the source, but that is better than to be accused of plagiarism and cheating. Practice. As in the case of all writing skills, practice aids in learning. The more you write, research, and cite sources, the greater your ability at avoiding plagiarism will be. You will easily be able to cite sources and know when plagiarism is probable concerning your writing. Ponder for a moment. How have you avoided practicing plagiarism? And how can you avoid plagiarism knowing what you know now?